I'm back. Boy, I tell you what, that water out of the well is good. It sure is. That's some good stuff. Thank God for water. Clean water. Let me say this to you. Let's just say that you inherited $8 million cash. You got $8 million in a briefcase. Are you going to take that $8 million down to a stranger that you don't know and say, here, watch this. Here, watch this for me. I'll be back 5 o'clock to get it. You don't even know them. Name only, say. Saw a sign on their business. You know, I got thinking about that, and you know, $8 million couldn't touch none of my kids. I love them all, every one of them. I got 6. I love every one of them to death. I'm not taking my kids to a stinking daycare for some stupid child molester or pervert to mess with my kids. You know, we may have to give up stuff not to take them, but my wife's gonna be with my kids, and I'm gonna be with my kids, because God entrusted me and He entrusted you with them kids. I'm not saying all daycare workers are bad, but I am telling you this: you got to think about it. You got to think about it. Is it worth it? I'm not going to do it. Now, are you going to entrust your life in the hands of a new world order that wants to take your freedoms, trying to poison you and kill you, take all your rights away, and things of that nature? Are you going to trust them? God help you if you do, because you're going to sure need it. But we're not. See, we made conscious decisions to do some things and make some changes in our lives that will make us where we don't ever need them for nothing. And you that are dependent on it, you better get undependent, because I'm telling you, it's all going to fall apart, and you should be self-sufficient, and you should be ready for what's coming. Well, you said that on a lot of videos. I can't stress it enough. I'm gonna beat that horse until somebody gets on him and is able to ride him. So you should get prepared, and you should get ready for what's coming. I mean, C-SPAN today had the big 3 automakers up there begging for $25 billion. Then they said in other countries they're making lots of money. Well, they can bring that flipping money and come over here and use it in this one. Okay? Is what they can do. I mean, who's next? Who's next getting bailed out? Say. I mean, you know, you had a $700 billion bailout with a stuttering Nazi. Henry Paulson just took all the money, and now he ain't helping nobody with their mortgages or nothing else, which I wouldn't have voted for the son of a gun to start with if I had been a congressman. I'd have got up and I'd have quit my job then. It's all a game. It's computer digits. Okay? It's computer digits. They can just hit the computer and they can do this and say, he's got X amount of money. There's a 2-page thing for the banks to fill out and get their money. The banks, they the friggin' robbers to start with. They sure are. But yet they can get $250 million by filling out 2 pieces of paper. Give me a break, dude. They're not going to help you out, though, because they're not loaning you the money. They're not going to loan you the money. They're saying it right now. They're buying other banks with it. Man, you better do you some research and check this stuff out. And then how could Congress allow that? They need to drag that son of a gun in there in a friggin' orange jumpsuit with some numbers on him and kick him and stomp him around about 3 or 4 times and make an example out of him and sentence his butt to death and tell the rest of them, by gosh, if they want some of it, they can start acting right, or they're going to get the same thing. That's what they ought to do, but they're not going to do that, because the politicians are just as corrupt as Paulson is and as Wall Street is, because they're all part of the New World Order. I told you them boys play hardball, you know, because if they don't go along with them, they're subject to wake up dead. That's how the elitists work. That's how they work, see. My God, I hate to know I sold my soul for money. And they paying them off. Yeah, they paying them left and right. You know, Chris Dodd was one of the main reasons of the mortgage failure. And then he's sitting up there barking around saying this, we ought to do this, and ought to help the auto industry. Yeah, they done line his friggin' pockets too. But you know what? That money ain't gonna help him in hell, is it? It ain't gonna help him. It won't help him. It won't help him. Right now he's having a good time, living it up. And I say that because of the fact Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac contributed to his butt. He was one of the largest recipients of their funds. Now, how on God's green earth a failing company that's billions of dollars going under can give donations in the hundreds of thousands to people, just like the AIG and their big parties and resorts? Man, we have been fleeced and ripped off and raped and pillaged till we ought to say enough. We ought to say enough is what we ought to do. And just say we withdraw our consent to put up with this bull crap anymore. Redress our grievances under the Constitution. Okay? You ought to look at YouTube Andrew Napolitano, and he'll tell you right now that he's a constitutionalist. He'll tell you right now he believes that America's been ripped off. He'll tell you right now he believes it. You know? If you don't think you've been ripped off, then you can stay asleep. But we've been ripped off, America. And it's time we woke up. It's time we woke up and recognized that we don't have to take it anymore. We don't have to take it. We got to come together in one voice, and we got to shout that we ain't going to take it no more. See, because there's strength in numbers. You understand me? I know there's over 1 million people that are sick of this crap in America. I know there are. There ain't 1 million congressmen. There ain't 1 million of them. What is there, 500,000 in the Army? Navy and Air Force, Marines? I don't know. Somebody send me a link and let me know what's going on with that. Hadn't had time to research it, but 1 million people coming together and saying we just sick of it, we're not going to take it anymore. We demand that this nation be put back on the path of the Constitution, and we're going to live by it, but we ain't living by your garbage anymore. We need to do it. We need to do it. You know, I said I wasn't going to say about Obama, but I can't help it. You know, he's going to train up his, he's going to have him 1 million man civilian army, see, in their little brown shirts or whatever the heck the color of them are. And they're going to be little rats and snitches and little spies and little busybodies. You know? It's a bad move to come spying on American citizen patriots. That ain't a good move. I hope you got your funeral clothes picked out. You come trespassing. You come knocking around, buddy. Because we don't play that trash. We don't play it. You better keep your daggum nose. You better sweep around your own back door before you worry about sweeping something out from around mine. And you should feel that way too, patriots. But listen, it's coming. They got the little snitches that are going to be paid with government tax dollars to go around and just, I think I seen him in the gun store, and he bought him another gun. Things of that nature. My. They open up a can of worms they ain't going to be able to fish with, ain't they? That's what I believe. See, because I have true hope. I'm not like the hope and change he's got, brother. I have hope and belief that I ain't leaving this earth till God's through with me. And if God's for me, then nobody can stand against me, but God expects me to do my preparations and my preparing. You understand me? Some of you don't write me no email telling me, well, God said everything's in His hands. I understand it's in His hands, okay? Don't come preaching at me. I understand it's in His hands, but He expects us to do the things we did. Nowhere in this Bible are you going to find where they sat around and was lazy and fat and didn't get off their butt and do nothing except Herod, and he fell over dead. So don't come telling me this, that, and the other. You know? You can believe what you want to believe. I'm just simply putting it out there for those who want to listen. If you don't want to listen, that's fine. Don't come getting in my face and sending me no emails about nothing, because I ain't going to even respond to them. You know, I had a bunch of them when I did that Barack Obama video. And my wife said, man, let me write him back. Let me do this for you. I said, no, don't worry about his stupid ignorance. He's already gone too far. He's not going to wake up. Some of them's gone too far, y'all. We ain't gonna be able to get them back, but we can do what we can to help each other out. Peace. God bless you. Love you in the Lord. See you next time.